I want to inform our members, the public, that Northern Uganda is an own entity under Office of the Prime Minister. It has a budget. Under the Office of the Prime Minister, all affirmative action programs have their own budgets. The Ministry of Northern Uganda, the Ministry of Teso, the Ministry of Bunyoro, the Ministry of Karamoja, we all have our budgets. In the recent saga of iron sheets, we had our own budget and we gave out iron sheets to our region. We did not encroach on Karamoja iron sheets, and this I have to make it categorical. We had our own budget. We bought about 19,000 of our own iron sheets, and we distributed about 15,000 of our own iron sheets. And if you remember, the public, I move with a team of ministers. I move with a team of members of parliament. I called the district leadership, the RDCs, the chairpersons, the cows. I called the beneficiaries, and we gave out the iron sheets in broad daylight to the beneficiaries. This means that, first of all, we have followed our own procedures and the right procedures. The communities, the MPs, the district leadership, they wrote to request for a particular project. There were churches, there were mosques, there were community centers, and these are the communities to which we gave. And the condition is put up a wall, complete the wall, so that when we give the iron sheets, it's not wasted. You are not tempted to sell it to raise another brick or another trip of sand or another trip of stones. You are just going to use it for the purpose of roofing. And we made sure that we asked the people to give us the numbers of the iron sheets they require for those projects, because we have a unique color of the iron sheets, and we have labeled it Office of the Prime Minister. It will be meaningless for me and my office to say I give 50 iron sheets to a church when we know it requires 70 iron sheets. So we try as much possible to make a complete coverage or covering of the roof, so that we can also point that that roof was done or was supported by the Office of the Prime Minister. I am saying this clearly because some people think that because IGG wrote to us, we are thieves, that we got from Karamoja. We are not. I think IGG is doing a good job. It has widened its scope, not to only talk about Karamoja iron sheets, but also all the programs under Office of the Prime Minister. And so it is in that respect that we gave our information to the IGG. It's not because we are thieves. Secondly, if a government program is being implemented, it is just the best thing to do, that anybody can check on it, either IGG or Auditor General or the district leadership, so that we ensure quality and impact and service to the people. It's not a bad thing to do. So I just wanted to bring this out to categorically refute that we took iron sheets from Karamoja. We implemented our own program under Northern Uganda, and it is the best thing to do, because His Excellency is clear about what the affirmative action programs should be doing. We should be doing mobilization, and the iron sheets help us to reach the community. We should be doing research, and with that we collect data on what the communities feel. And we should be doing think tank. In our meetings, we get valuable information from the people, from the public. Specific, if they think that any iron sheets that were delivered for a particular project has not reached, let them inform me, Let them inform the district authorities, because this is government project. Yeah? And it will be sad if that is what is happening. But that is, again, the role of district leaders to monitor. We discuss with them and we make it clear for them to monitor. So let them monitor and give us exactly where has iron sheets not reached. Because we have a list of the committees of those projects who pick the iron sheets. We have photographs. Yeah? So we can follow. You were receiving iron sheets. Where did you put it?
What people don't understand is that in the Prime Minister's office, we have so many functional ministries. There is a ministry for Teso, there is a ministry for Luero, there is a ministry for Bunyoro, there is a ministry for Northern Region, there is a ministry for Karamoja, there is a general duty minister, and the deputy prime ministers. All these have got budgetary lines for specific activities to address issues in those particular areas. Now, the problem here is when there are issues with the iron seats related to Karamoja region, which is also under the Prime Minister's office, they think everything under the Prime Minister's office had a problem. That's not true. That is not true. The issue was, for us, we got our iron seats under the NUSAF, Northern Uganda Social Action Fund, NUSAF 3, under which various relief items are also given. That's what we got them. And they were on request, specific. We made the requests and they were honored. Now when this issue of Karamoja came, the IGG thought it fit to write to everybody to explain how they got iron seats from the Prime Minister's office. But the specific ones which they are investigating for possible mishandling are those under the Karamoja ministry. 492 iron seats. And I gave them very, very clearly. They were, huh? Yes, the institutions are all in my head. They were first of all brought by the Minister for Northern Region, Grace Kuchini, in Arua. All of us who had requested for them, our agents collected them from Arua City. In the face of the press and everybody, the public. Mine were collected by the Administrative Secretary, NRM of Terego, called Moses Aja, and he distributed them. He took some to Maraju, Church of Uganda, which is in Uriama. Then he took some to Catholic Church, Isiripi, in Mvepi, which is in Odupi. He took another lot to Jihad Mosque, which is in Odupi, again in Okotane. Then he took some to another Catholic church in a parish called Duku, which is in Omugo. And he took another group to a school called Masio Technical School. All of them, he distributed them. And the acknowledgement letters are all there by the beneficiaries. And we made accountability to the Prime Minister's office. Now, when the IGG wrote to us to explain, we have sent all this to them. And that message of the IGG was very clear, that these are people who have accounted for their iron seats. But our political detractors are trying to give the impression that we're in the category of those who got under the Karamoja ministry. I'm not saying those who got under the Karamoja ministry are wrong. How they did it, that is a matter of investigation. It is different. It is totally different, and that's not for me to account for it. So it was very unfair for the press to write without asking us that statement. It was very unfair for the IGG to release them as if we were culprits, the way we got them wrong. It's very unfair to the Ministry of Northern Region. It's very unfair to the Northern Region. And we've been getting these iron seats not only now, for years. Since I joined in 1996, politics, since 1996, I've distributed over 10,000 iron seats, both mine, from my friends, and from government, in Terego. The whole of Terego, not only Terego East, the whole of Terego. You can generally go to any church, any mosque, or any school and say, what has Omega done here in terms of either iron seats or cement? So that is the point we want to clarify. And we welcome any comments and so on, but it's very unfair for people to label us as if we are culprits.